0 and we can find out the zeros of the polynomial. Now let us understand this concept with the help of some examples. Now my first question is, I need to check whether minus 5 is a zero of, now see again I have taken a polynomial in some other form. So it is Ry. So Ry is also a way to denote a polynomial. In bracket y denotes that the polynomial will be in variable y. So Ry is given to me 25 minus ka 5y. So I need to check whether minus 5 is a zero of this polynomial or not. So what I'm going to do it, I'm going to put in place of y, I'm going to put minus 5 and we'll check whether it is coming 0 or not. So r minus 5, so 25 minus 5, in place of y I have substituted minus 5. So 25 plus 25, it has become 50 and 50 is not equal to 0. Hence minus 5 is not a zero of polynomial Ry. Hence, now one more question. We need to find out the zero of qx equal to minus ka 7x. So for finding out zero of qx equal to minus ka 7x, we have already learned the generalized method. We will equate this qx with 0. So qx is equals to 0. So minus ka 7x is equals to 0. So x came 0 upon minus 7. 0 divided by any number is going to give you 0. So that is x is equals to 0. So we can say that on substituting x equal to 0, the value of this polynomial becomes 0. So 0 is the zero of this polynomial. 0 is the zero of this polynomial. Now, one more question. How many zeros can be there in a linear polynomial? We know the generalized form of linear polynomial is ax plus b. So we have assumed let px is equals to ax plus b. Ax plus b is equals to 0. The way we find out the zero of the polynomial. So this goes on the right hand side. So ax is equals to minus ka b. So x is equals to minus ka b upon a. So this polynomial ax plus b will become 0 on substituting x is equals to minus ka b by a. So hence now the question was how many zeros can be there. So we have got the answer 1. So every linear polynomial has 1 0. Now there are few things to note down. First, we have already calculated that linear polynomial has 1 0. Now what about quadratic polynomial? Quadratic polynomial means degree 2 polynomial can have at most 2 zeros. The example of quadratic polynomial where you get x square minus 1 is an example of quadratic polynomial. We will solve one more question on quadratic polynomial later on. Now quadratic polynomial can have at most means maximum 2 zeros. It can be 1, it can be no zeros, or it can have maximum 2 zeros. Similarly, in case of cubic polynomial can have at most 3 zeros. Now, zero of a constant polynomial is not possible. We know what is a constant polynomial. Let's say 5 is a constant polynomial. So 5 cannot be equal to 0 because for finding out 0, we are equating it with 0. So 5 cannot be equal to 0. Hence, constant polynomial has no 0. Now, one more question will do. We need to check whether 1 comma minus 1 are the zeros of px x square minus 1. See, it's a type of quadratic polynomial. We are checking whether 1 comma minus 1 is zeros or not. Finding zeros of quadratic polynomial is in class 10th. We will check only in class 9th whether these are zeros or not. Finding quadratic polynomial zeros and zeros of cubic polynomial will study in class 10. So px is x square minus 1. So p1 1 square minus 1. So 1 minus 1 0. Yes, 1 is a zero of this polynomial. Similarly minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 ka square is 1 minus 1 0. Yes, square of any negative number is positive. So 1 minus 1 is equals to 0. So we can say that 1 and minus 1 both are the zeros of Px. So a polynomial can have more than one zeros also. So this is the way we find out 0 of a polynomial. By equating the polynomial to 0, we get 0 of a polynomial. In our course, we have only linear polynomial. Stay home, stay safe, stay connected. Thank you.